Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with the daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP. So sit back, relax, and before we fully jump on into this video, I do just want to ask guys to please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely, and of course I always do greatly appreciate it. Now, with that being said, the market is having a fairly good day today. So are indices. I've been watching the stocks closely throughout this week. I told you guys about the Dow Jones, the S&P 500, and even the NASDAQ going to new all-time highs. We've addressed this slightly in a few of my other videos regarding the entire market breakdown. Of course, I will, shine a little bit of a better light on these, but you obviously see us bouncing off of those EMAs there. This is at around like the level of roughly 34.3K, almost 34.4K. But now I'm really kind of allowing this to really kind of unfold before our eyes to target that 0.618 level at about 35.1, almost 2K. And then from there it's just on a uphill trajectory path to the all-time high. So I'm watching stocks closely. But of course, when we are talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum, they are having a nice field day. We do see XRP only up about 1.63%, which is totally, justifiable when we are talking about a lot of the other altcoins in this market. Like, there is a lot more volume in. Currently, right now, XRP is breaking over that, overall 200-day EMA. So that's actually fairly strong for us. We need a little bit more volume, but we are going to be targeting this 92-cent zone very soon. The key to that and the biggest thing about that level is I know that we have broken it before, but the significance of it is the idea on, where are we going to range from there? Because the last time that we broke above this, even going back as far as like August, we ranged to about $1.40. All right, now this is significant resistance, but when we are talking about the next level after that resistance point, if we can break it, it's all the way up here at about like $2.23. Of course, yes, we do need to break significant resistance up here at about $2. But I really am watching altcoins closely because we are seeing some altcoin rotation currently throughout this market. Axie Infinity started to break out today, 20+% on the 24-hour span. Even hot, up almost 17%. Avi up almost 14%. And of course, those OG legacy assets continue to see some volume flowing in. So that is very significant. Of course, on the overall list, we are still seeing a large amount of volume flowing through some stablecoins, aka Tether. Tether is like the big one right now because, of course, we are seeing a lot of volume into Bitcoin and other assets. But we could really kind of see the stablecoin market growing, which means there's a lot of money flowing in, and that is very bullish for us. Now, I do want to talk to you guys about a lot of these major companies moving in on crypto. And first off, I just want to address the idea that I said this going forward once we did see, of course, the situation unfold with the Ukraine and Russia. Blackrock's Larry Fink sees Ukraine-Russia war accelerating digital currencies as Bitcoin hits 44K. We do see here the war will prompt countries to reevaluate their currency dependencies. And this is what I've been telling you guys about in terms of the frameworks that we are running on, the infrastructure that we are running on. Everything is unfolding greatly and at a massive rate. Even before the war, several governments were looking to play a more active role in digital currencies and define the regulatory frameworks under which they operate. We are seeing regulatory clarity being streamlined. We are seeing adoption of digital currencies being streamlined. I want you to all realize what is happening right now. And these major, companies are moving in on adoption currently as well. We actually see here the utility of digital currencies for cross-border payments are the highlighted, point in this, which experts in and outside of the crypto sector have also identified. A global digital payment system thoughtfully designed can enhance the settlement of international transactions while reducing the risk of money laundering and corruption. Digital currencies can also help bring down cost of cross-border payments. For example, this is the biggest thing, right? I've always said, okay, when we are talking about XRP, pay attention to the buzzwords around a lot of these digital currencies. But overall, we do see, for example, when expatriate workers send earnings back to their families. This is cross-border payments in general for, the retail market, but also even corporate and banks and things like that. This is all going hand in hand. Cross-border payments is a $156 trillion global market. And when we are talking about the buzzwords here, enhance the settlement, okay, reducing the risk of money laundering and corruption, and of course, the cost. All of this is everything that, of course, Ripple has been focused on. I'm not saying that Ripple is going to be the key here, or they're talking about Ripple, entirely here. I'm just saying, when we are talking about, what's been being built for the last decade, Ripple has been the key player. And of course, not part of the focus for retirement and long-term investors, we see very little in terms of investor demand on those types of things. They're talking about, Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, but honestly, I think that that's extremely wrong. I think that when we are talking about investor demand and even, retirement and things like that and long-term investors, I think that we should all be looking at time in the market compared to time in the market. I always say that because when you are looking at some of these assets, I mean, if you're holding XRP from going back as far as like 2015, you're extremely in the money right now. And we do see, again, as we see increasing interest from our clients, Blackrock is studying digital currency, stablecoins, and the underlying technologies to understand how they can help us serve our clients. Best part about this is that we just seen this as well today. Blackrock looks to offer crypto services as client demand rises. CEO. And again, this goes off of course, this article still, but we are going to be seeing a major shift in the market as a lot of these companies are moving towards again, giving these clients a ton of demand for crypto. Digital assets are growing. Okay, it's way too big for these individuals to ignore. And of course, we do see here the executive, said that central banks across the world should consider bringing cryptocurrency into the regulated space. Here we have DBS CEO, which we know DBS has been moving in on crypto adoption as well, sees crypto as an alternative to gold, says central banks globally should regulate cryptocurrencies. Regulations are the big key here, guys. I'm telling you guys, when we were talking about regulations, they are coming. Regulatory clarity is on the rise. And I do believe that Ripple is going to usher in regulatory clarity for crypto, again, because XRP, was targeted. We know it was, and we know that it's going to be a clear win for us. We just have to kind of be patient. I know it sucks, but we have been waiting and waiting and waiting. The waiting game it's something that just sucks. I really can't, say anything else about it. But, this is a long-term game for me as well. I think that when we are talking about this lawsuit, this is free money. I always say that, like, when we are looking at XRP, all we have to do is wait, and we will get paid. I mean, it's going to pay off because we know that it's a clear currency, okay? And we do see here, I don't think that cryptocurrencies will become money as we know it, but it can be an alternative to gold and its value. I do believe that it is money. I think that, crypto is going to be much bigger than fiat at some point in time. They're even mentioning like cryptocurrencies, are volatile. We've already discussed this as well. Brad Garlinghouse pretty much summed that up. Today, cryptos are a potential source of speculated value. It's unlikely that this is a source of money as we know it. Regulating it out of the formal banking system is an unwise thing to do, as you wish to push it out into unregulated space, and then you have no way of creating any guardrails. And honestly, when we are talking about, regulations, I do think that if we could regulate it, in an innovative way that we don't stifle innovation at all in terms of crypto technology, I think that that's the best way to go. And I do believe that that is at, Ripple's best interest as well, because Ripple, at the end of the day, doesn't want to kill crypto. They actually want to innovate further with it. And we talk about Ripple on a daily basis, but guys, we are seeing the operations continuing to grow in a global way from Ripple. Ripple spreads operations across Middle East with launch of a corridor in Qatar and Turkey by partner bank. This is pretty big. I want you guys to realize what is happening right now. Their operations are expanding day by day. Ripple is not slowing down the innovation and development at all. And I know that a lot of people think that what Ripple does doesn't really accommodate for XRP's value. I just want you guys to realize that, guess what? There's no on-demand liquidity with XRP until an overall settlement happens. That is why I'm telling you guys, I can't express it to you all enough. This lawsuit has so much waging on it. The amount of demand for XRP as a token, but also even on-demand liquidity that will rise after this lawsuit is going to be astronomical. And this is also why I do believe that XRP can even hit higher target figures than my original $10 to $15 targets. I'm not going to say that, hey, hold off on selling XRP until we get to like $100. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you might want to hold a little bit, maybe a little bit of a moon bag for if we do go much higher, because at the last fib level here, it is $27.68. I just made a video on this yesterday. But honestly, when we are talking about like a settlement, it could push us to like $50 to $100. And in between here, I do have this labeled at around like 70 some dollars. That's the key target for me to really kind of address massive wealth. And yeah, I mean, this is going to get very interesting very fast. But check out this overall breakdown here. So we do see our new Ripple partner QNB. October 4th mentions the Ripple partnership and the new corridor opened between QNB Qatar and QNB Finansbank Turkey. This is also fairly interesting when we are talking about what they are trying to utilize this for. It is focused on cross-border payments, but we do see launched a new cross-border remittance service developed in partnership with Ripple, an innovative fintech digital payment network with advanced blockchain technology and built upon a distributed open source protocol. This cross-border payment platform offers secure, instant, and free global financial transactions of any size with no chargebacks. Do you guys realize how massive that is? A payment platform that offers secure, instant, and free global financial transactions of any size with no chargebacks. Ripple relies on a common shared ledger, which is a distributed database storing information about all Ripple accounts. QNB has successfully launched a corridor on Ripple's global financial network technology, RippleNet. Between QNB Qatar and QNB Finansbank, we have plans to expand to other key remittance corridors in the future. So this is going to continue to expand and expand and expand. And I want you guys to all realize, I know that they're saying RippleNet here, and I know what everyone's probably thinking. Well, they're not going to use XRP. That is where everyone is wrong. The only reason why we haven't been seeing increased demand for XRP as a token in terms of on-demand liquidity is because when we are talking about this lawsuit, it stifled the use of XRP until it does have a clear name. I know that it's only, stifled in the US technically, but it is also the idea that there will be no on-demand liquidity volume. And I'm talking about massive volume because we know that it did account for 25% of the overall income for Ripple last year. But I want you guys to realize that on-demand liquidity is still being stifled because of this lawsuit. And that is also the idea that we are still not in a utility-driven market as well. But I do believe that this is all going to change very, very quickly once a massive settlement does happen. And we do see here the bank says that it has plans to expand further to key remittance corridors in the future. In October 2021, QNB launched a cross-border remittance service developed in partnership with Ripple. And again, it's really kind of breaking this down. They're talking about Dubai in 2020 as well. Ripple already has a significant presence in the Middle East and North Africa, which is the MENA area, which remains home of 2 of the top 3 remittance corridors in the world. I really want you guys to realize that, Ripple has really taken over globally with a lot of things. Especially in terms of on-demand liquidity and these corridors. But we also seen cross-chain transfer of XRP and other assets now possible on the XRP ledger as well. This is what I'm telling you guys. Like, the XRP ledger is continuing to be developed into this massive ledger. It's similar to any other DLT in the space that I've always talked about, like even in terms of like Hedera and things. But XRP, right? The XRP ledger itself is such a massive sell point for a lot of developers, a lot of use cases, and it's just going to continue to ramp up adoption as well as we do continue to move forward here. And of course, things like this, innovations and integrations like this are going to allow for a lot more doors to be opened, as they are saying here as well, in terms of like interoperability with other blockchains. So I'm very excited for a lot of things unfolding within Ripple. I think that this is great. I think that overall demand for crypto is going to continue to grow and grow and grow. So I'm very excited for the future of this space. But with that being said, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.